here. Cyber Bob, you are first. Let's see, send this to Michelle. Hi, kitty. Wow. Yeah, this is a good boy. Yeah. Want to say hi? Right? Yeah. Good boy. Hey. Okay. Oh, you want to smell the new stuff? That's what you want. Not too bad. Lee Gardner, you changed your name? I don't remember that saying Lee Gardner 1126. How are we? Huh. YouTube being weird. Late. I just started. I've been going for 1 minute and 10 seconds, or 2 minutes 42 seconds. You're not late. So you got the notice right away. But I don't know where to find it, but if you guys ever find one, I love this little knife. It's a little box opening knife. So you have it snaps open like that. You got to push the button to close it. But it's like spring loaded. And it's not a regular knife. There's like no blade. The blade is in here. See? So it's truly wonderful for things like, when you want to open a package or something like that, you can just hook it and just slide that along there, and it just tears right into it. But it's really good for boxes. You just shove it right through the tape and tear right along the box. Oh yeah, nice little unit. I've had that for a couple of years. I probably got it off AliExpress or Temu or something like that. Hi, baby. Hi. You want to come up here and say hi? Baby, come on. Come say hi. Come on. Yes, I did. Come on. You want to come up here and say hi? Huh? He doesn't want to come up. Yes, I got the 3D scanner. I haven't opened it yet, but I did pick it up for the post office. Come on. And I also got the box with all the little maker queens in it. You got a lot of them, too. A lot of really cool ones. Yeah, they beat you by about 30 seconds, Jerry. Toya's going to send a message to my doctor to see if there's anything I can do about all this crap. Yeah, those are great. Those are amazing, actually. Me too. I want to make a cool one, though. Probably do it with the cat. and then have a rocket going around it. Just because. Hi, baby. Yeah. You want to say hi? Yeah. Oh, you want to make biscuits on the new bag, huh? Yep. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I did finally get the lights in. So I got the smart addressable LED lights for the welcome sign that I'm gonna hopefully start printing this week. I did finally get the new Neptune 4 in. I haven't hooked it up or anything, but I did get it in the house. And yeah, these are about 5 millimeters, so they should fit in the hole just fine. The idea is just to get that little bit through the hole, and then just a little dab of hot glue to hold it in there. See what this looks like. Yeah, there they are. They all light up different colors. A little hard to see the colors on here. It looks kind of like white, but it's actually a whole bunch of different colors. I'm guessing. Oh yeah, that changes different modes. And I'm guessing that that QR code is going to take me to an app. So scanning. Come on. There it is. Site cannot be reached. The site's no good. Really? Let's try it again. Yep, the site cannot be reached. Okay. So I'm going to have to figure out how to find out where this app is. Because the app is what will let you do specific colors. But that's the string of lights for the welcome sign. What else did I get? Hello, Case Runner. You're new. Are you Cassandra? What did I get? Oh, this looks like the cat coming out of the pumpkin. It's funny, I have to buy like a lot of like 20 different neck chains, and I have to basically just throw away whatever neck chain these comes with because it's never going to fit me. Oh, that's adorable. It's basically, it looks kind of like Hello Kitty coming out of the pumpkin, but it's got an orange bow and an orange little pumpkin on top of the head. That is absolutely adorable. Is it gonna focus? As AVE would say, focus, you fuck. That's kind of cute. There it goes. I should be able to get closer. There it goes. That's cute. But of course the neck chains these come with are designed for normal human beings and not freakish monsters like myself, because this doesn't even go around. It doesn't even reach around my neck. Like like it's choking me, and it's still not long enough to reach in the back. so, so the first thing I gotta do is get rid of the chain it comes with and replace it with something that will actually fit me. And this one is actually too big. Yeah, Jerry Martin. Yours is coming up as Jerry Martin 9323. Yeah, I can't even get that off, so I'm going to have to clip that off because it has this little adjustable bit for the end here where it's slightly bigger loops. It's like, well, basically, when I buy necklaces, I buy them just to get the little charm, and then I have to replace the chain with I have a whole bunch of chains that are long enough to fit my neck. It's annoying. Although eventually somebody's going to get a whole crap ton of chains. I'm just going to give them away to somebody because I can never use them. Yeah, Jerry Martin has 9323. Lee Gardner's is different now for some reason. Yeah, it's using Cash Runner. I recognize the icon. Oh, this is supposed to be a bracelet. There's supposed to be two. I'll have to double check that. But it's a Thanksgiving themed, autumn themed bracelet. So it's got little owls and squirrels and acorns and turkeys. But I always order, as you can see, it doesn't even fit. It barely fits around 3 of my fingers. So it's sure as hell not going to fit around my gigantic wrist. So I always order 2, and I just daisy chain 2 of them together, and that's about the right size. And I only got 1. So I got to see if maybe I screwed up and didn't order 2. Usually when I find a bracelet like I get 2 of them and string them together to make it big enough. But I also got the battery pack in. It's not as bright pink as I was hoping. It's more of a muted pink, but it's still pretty cool. It does 120 watt AC in using a standard figure 8 razor cord. It's got a decent little light on the back. You press and hold, turn on, press, turn off. No stupid blinky modes, which is annoying. It only does 40 watt solar in, which I guess is okay, but since it's capable of putting out 100 watts, I would have liked to have seen a 100 watt input. Annoyingly, and I'm going to send them a letter explaining how much I dislike this, because this is so close to perfect. This is so close to exactly what I want in a battery pack. There's a couple things. It must have either USB-C charging or direct AC input charging, meaning no separate power brick. This technically does both. It has direct AC input. It also does USB-C, but it has a 15 watt USB-C port and a 45 watt USB-C port. And for some ungodly, unknown, dumb, stupid, pathetic, I don't care what your explanation is, you're an idiot. Why in the world would you make the 15 watt port the bidirectional port and not the 45 watt port? Also, we know it can take 120 watt input because that's 120 watt input. 120 volt, 1 amp, 120 watt. So why the hell don't you have a bidirectional 100 watt PD port, or even better, 120 watt PD port? I know you can do it. I'm gonna rip this fucking thing apart and I'm gonna make it do it. Okay, I'm gonna make this thing do it right. So that's really freaking annoying. And then 2 standard 18 watt ports, and it also has a DC output port. So it's not a bad unit. It's actually got a pretty nice, and it's got 100 watt AC, and actually 2 AC ports. The 2-pin and 3-pin. But so it's actually, I think it's actually a little bit better than the Jackery Explorer. And the big thing is lithium iron phosphate. You can get these for about $50 on Temu. You can get them in boring black, somewhat interesting pink, and a yellow one. Although I have a feeling that really cool yellow is probably also going to be a muted color. Why do I smell something? Somebody's probably starting a fire because I smell like something burning. Not in here. But it's kind of annoying that it only has a percent meter and it doesn't tell you watts in, watts out. That would have been nice. But the only way they could have made this perfect if they'd have simply well, first of all, it would have been nice to have a dedicated PD 100 watt port here, so I could charge by AC or USB-C PD 100. And then it would have been really nice if this should, at the minimum, this should have been dual 45 watt PD ports. One of them being, actually, you should have made either one of them bidirectional. But being able to charge this at 40, it's only 89 watt hours. So 45 watt PD would have been just perfectly acceptable. Why is that? There it goes. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, now Michelle's showing up as Michelle Taylor 4487. Huh. But not a bad unit. And actually that's actually pretty nice too. It's pretty sturdy. But yeah, this is what I'm going to keep in the car from now on. It's just a nice lithium iron phosphate. I could charge it by AC. I could charge it by 15 watt USB-C. It will do 45 watt output, but not 45 watt input, which is really freaking annoying. But hopefully they'll make a V2. There is a new, I can't get it now, but there's a new a dual battery AC adapter for the tool batteries. I've seen it for DeWalt and Milwaukee. It has multiple. First of all, it does 350 watt AC inverter, and it has 140 watt bidirectional USB-C PD port. So not only is it a USB battery bank and an AC inverter, but it's also a dual battery charger. That's awesome. That's exactly what we've been asking for. Little Noel, he's right here. You probably can't see him. There he is. There's little Nosy. Yeah, he's a good boy. And Ender, I could hear him eating. Don't call me. Kick your, yeah, I'll kick your butt. Yeah, I'll kick your butt. I also found out a really, if you want a really cheap 140 watt USB PD unit that also has a display to tell you what it's doing and how much it's doing it with, you buy one of these for about 25 bucks off of Temu or Amazon, depending on where it's cheapest. And then you buy an old 19 or 20 volt HP it's like it puts out 100, it puts out 200 watts. You buy an old 200 watt HP laptop power supply, and then you just I'm gonna actually, there's plenty of room in here. I'm gonna put a barrel pin plug in here that connects right to the contactors for this, so that I can plug that barrel pin right into this, and now I have a 140 watt USB full spec output without having to tear up my batteries. And so I'm gonna grab that because you can get those for 20 bucks on eBay. You want one of the old 20 volt, 19 volt, 20 volt um, laptop power supplies, and that puts out 200 watts. That's more than enough to put out the 140 watts that thing to put out, and that'll allow you to have 100. Because 140 watt USB power supply is really expensive. Like, they're not cheap. Let's see if we can find out why it's doing that. Bet you this. YouTube at showing different names. Well, it's clearly the same person. Ah, YouTube live chats are showing different names because YouTube is replacing display names with unique @handles to prevent impersonation and make live chat more user-friendly and secure. New platform-wide changes being rolled out gradually. It is the same system now used for comments and shorts. Interesting. That is an important thing because they do have a problem with impersonations. A big problem. So you'll have to change your display name No, this was 6 years ago, so that's outdated information. So how to change YouTube at handle. This is going to be a problem. What does mine show up as? Probably Narice 7171. Yes. Just Narice 71. Okay. Well, let's go to YouTube and see what happens. I'll show you guys as I do it. Here. I guess it's this right here, at Narice 71. So whatever you have listed right here is what's going to be displayed. And I can't click on any of this. What happens if I go view my channel? I don't seem to be able to change that. I don't seem to be able to change that. So instead of showing this, it shows this. There should be a more elegant solution to that. For example, put a symbol at the beginning of the name that you don't have a choice about to indicate that your display name is different from your ad handle, so that people with registered ad handles don't have that problem. I guess there's no way to alter that. Your account. Excuse me? The fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna kick your ass, cat. He's trying to eat the wires. Dumbass. Change status features, add a match channel, view advanced features, user ID, whatever hell that is, channel ID, default channel. Yeah, I don't see a way to change that. Yeah, there's no way to. Oh, wait, I can click that, but nothing happens when I click it. Oh, it was doing something. It just takes me here. Yeah, we're going to get his butt kicked. Yeah, come here. Yeah. You like that? Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. There's no chewing the wires. Silly cat. Yeah, that's what it is. YouTube is trying to stop name impersonations, which is a big problem. So I finally got another one of those hoodies, now that I know they fit me. And of course, you never ever buy on Temu unless they're giving you something for free. Okay? Temu, there's always a way to get something for free, either a discount or a freebie. So this time I bought the hoodie I want, and I got the earrings for free. So I got a whole bunch of Halloween earrings for nothing. It's only like a $5 set, but hey, free is free. I like free. It compensates for the $3 shipping charge. Check this out. My dad would have loved this. How cool is that? That's cool. I mean, they're actually decent too, and even the inside, they figured out how to flock it or whatever, so it's like it's all polyester, but it feels like cotton on the inside. It doesn't have that smooth feeling; it has that soft feeling. But yeah, that's cool. Same thing on the back. That's neat. Isn't that nice? Less than 20 bucks. I've been buying a lot of clothes lately. Most of my clothes are actually 15, 20 plus years old. I have a lot of old clothes. And pants don't last that long because I tend to chafe in the middle and wear them out. But loose stuff and shirts and stuff like that last a long time. And a lot of my clothes are starting to get long in the tooth. So I've been, once a month I buy one or two shirts or something like that. And so this month I bought that hoodie. Last month I got the orange fox, the one I showed last time. That one was really cool. But yeah. And I got my freebie. It's probably what, 10 pair? Yeah, I think it's 10 pairs. I see ghosts. I don't know what the hell that is. Little bats, little pumpkins, black cats, bunch of different designs. Oh, and it's the hoop style ones. They're not the nice hoop style ones. It's the stamped hoop style ones. It's got little sharp edges, but still better than the hooks. I hate the hooks, but I like freebies. Yeah, never ever. You should never buy something on Temu without making sure they pay you. Because there's always either a freebie available or a discount or something. There's always a way to get something for nothing from Temu. Are these both the same thing and two different copies of the same thing, or are they different? Who knows? I don't care. They're free. Okay, so what do we got here? We have a orange moon with some bats, a grumpy looking Totoro-like cat, a ghost, a jack-o'-lantern, and pumpkin. Cat on a broomstick. That's pretty cool. And the other set. And are they the same? I think they are the same. No, there's some duplicates. The moon and moon with bats and jack-lanterns are dupe. But then you have the pumpkin house, the scarecrowy guy, and the cat coming out of the pumpkin. So that's 8 uniques. Not bad. For free, I'm happy with that. I gotta find out about this because this is like that's not gonna fit. I need a second one, so I gotta find out, if I can still order another one. I'm glad I got that one. I like that. That little, it's like a Hello Kitty style Halloween. That's pretty cool. I like that. Wish they would just make it two-sided. This way, if it ever flips over, it'll still be there. Although I guess it's not likely to do that. But another idea I thought of was, I used to have this wooden kit when you would buy in the autumn, when Halloween and Thanksgiving come up, you could buy the autumn flowers, big bush of flowers, and they'd last a month or two. And then I had this kit where you could stick like a turkey head and turkey feathers in it to make it look like the whole thing was a turkey. I was like, I bet we can model that and print that. Um, let's find it. Let's steal it. You know, China likes to steal everything from us. I like stealing back. um, turkey plant? Is it actually smart enough to figure out what I mean by that? It is. Look at that. Yeah, he was chewing. I don't know what he was chewing on, but I sure as hell don't want him chewing on it. And cat was chewing on that. Did I switch? I didn't switch. There we go. So it actually figured out what I was talking about. This is something that we should be, I mean, it's only $10, but this is something that we should be able to pretty easily print. And because of the way it's designed, it'd be pretty easy to multicolor it too. She's doing okay. She was in the chat. She's coming up as Michelle Taylor 4487. There is a clean picture. All I need is one shot of the feather thingy and one shot of the turkey thing right there. Save image. Her toes actually do look better this week. I was really happy to see that. I didn't even bother taking a picture of them. They look so good. The one's going to need to be cut again because the skin is trying to grow over the nail again. But it looks so much better. It doesn't look red or angry anymore. And she's supposed to go to the gym today. So I'm hopeful that that will get taken care of. Let's see here. Is the red thing supposed to just be on one side? Is that how actual turkeys are? Or did they do that for simplicity's sake? Interesting. Autocorrect is always fun. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Anything else interesting? See if they have a different picture. That's actually a pretty clean picture. Yeah, we'll take that. Open image in new tab. Okay. Screenshot. This way I have it as a PNG instead of a silly thing. Now, this one should be pretty easy to do. No matter how many times I say do not register, it always pops up every time. Let's be throttling down. Yeah. have no idea what I just did. Let's see here. The cleanest one is, of course, the one that's behind this is the cleanest one. This one looks like the cleanest one right here. No, this one. It's not covered up by anything. Alright, copy. New. More feathery. Well, it's got to be easy to print. Do you have an example of what you mean by more feathery? So this is what it looks like done up. Looks like that. I was already going to make these thinner to use less plastic. There's just no reason to make them that thick. And I figured just print them in whatever base color you want, yellow, orange, or red. And then at the end, we'll add white to print on top. Or print it all white and then add the color. That'd probably be better. Print it all white and then add color. Okay. Let's see here. Make the tip pointier. That's easy to do. I knew it was going to do that. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I kind of dig this one too, because that allows us to use 3 colors. That looks pretty nice. Or 2 colors and just let those be open. I mean, that would be really nice, but a lot more complicated. Yeah, that would simplify things. Hell yeah. So we don't need this. Actually, I do. Select inverse. You're right. I think the pointier tip does look better. Select inverse. Actually, that has to be black. Okay. Because we do still need this in order to get the right scale. Okay. Come on, just do it. Don't argue with me. I know you want to stick there. There you go. There we go. All right, now how am I going to fix this? All right. Get on screen. Okay, so the easiest thing would be to grab this. Stop. Like, I want you to grab the red. Figure it out. Okay, Control C. File new. Okay. There we go. Make that black and white. Okay. Now we need to do lasso. We're going to start here. I want to do point lasso. Polygon. We're going to go here and here. Oh, I can't do it. How do I do a curve? I thought I could do a 3-point curve. Would you stop? Yeah, no shit. That's annoying. So I can only do it here? Guess roughly here. Ah, it's sticking. That's so annoying.
think there. Clear. There we go. Now, how do I want to take care of the beak? I guess the easiest way would be to cut it out. If I do, no, that didn't work. Okay. No, not quite what I wanted. That's not, I can't use that. It's creating what do you call it, alpha channels, which I don't want. That's what I want. There we go. The eye, I don't care about because I can always just put a hole in the model. So now I should be able to select color range and select clear. You son of a bitch. I gotta deselect first. I cropped it too tight. There we go. Edit here. Select inverse. And then we fill it. Okay. Image. Canvas size. Let's make it 10 by 7. Fit on screen. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Don't disobey me. That's how you get bitten. Okay. Now we need the new feather. Little JPEG. Okay. And we are about the right size. Okay. I can delete that now. Bring you over here. There. Come on. Now, can I save this? Save as. No, I can save as a PNG. Tricky. Turkey. And it'll be a little more complex, but I only have to do one. Ooh, how big is that? 720 by 504. We're fine. Let's compress it, since there's no reason for it to be that huge. Control Y, Control S. Kill that. Oh, nope, we gotta go back. Son of a bitch. Oh, come on. You're going to force me to go back to here and go to here because I need that to be set to that. That's so annoying. Invert. All right. Oh, it's still charging, so. And download. We'll come back to this. Let's go to new design. Okay, import, choose, Turkey, import. That's taking a long time. Let's close these extra windows. I do need this to get an idea of how I want to draw these lines. That's taking a long time. There it goes. That's not perfect, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Good. That looks like crap, but I know how to fix it. Oh, these aren't separate pieces. All right, so the easiest way to do this. So now I have 4. Okay. Why can't it let me get that? Come on. Stop being a nudge. Okay. Oh, of course, whatever the hell that is, it's in the way. Okay, there's the feather. And we'll change the color to denote that we've already modified it. Okay. So now I can toss you out here, bring you in here. We can change you that. Actually, let's just do that, because this will be easier to split apart. There we go. Okay. So this is going to be the nose. And this is the, what do they call that? The that piece of the turkey. Forget what they call that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta be careful because I need this to be rotated back when I'm done. Is it called a cockle? I thought it was something else. Waddle sounds more familiar. Wattle, W-A-T-T-L-E. When we get, they call it a waddle on us, too. Now, is it also the same for rooster? Yeah, it's also a waddle on a rooster, too. Okay. Okay, okay, I know how to fix this. Duplicate it. Okay. There we go. Control, join you. Control D. Flip. Put the work plane here. And then drop you. There we go. Now that's nice and even. See how my little cutout here wasn't very even? And then we bring it back here and we rotate it again to get it approximately the same angle. 6 degrees looks about right. And delete the old one. Okay, so now we have the wattle cleaned up. The nose looks pretty cleaned up to me. Let's see here. Well, first let's simplify. Export. 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 And export. And we delete all this. Actually, we cycle back all the way back to the beginning to destroy all of this history. I could just reload, and that'll get rid of the history too, but we don't have that far to go back. Okay, now we just import the new files. But that gets rid of all that work history, so this thing doesn't go crazy trying to recreate all that. I wish it did. I wish it would go to presets instead of this stupid shit. Like, I don't want these custom colors. I almost never want custom colors. But it always goes to custom no matter what I do. Okay, so this is almost done. I might smooth the edges a little bit, but I doubt it. I think it'd be harder than I want. Oh, they're not the same shape. Isn't that interesting? How are they not the same shape? They literally come from the same thing. Isn't that weird? Let's go 0.1. Okay, we are lined up there. We grab this and we move this until we line up there. Okay. And then we take this and we use it to destroy any overlap. Oh, I nailed it. And we have all the overlap here. So we take this and this, and we join. Then we take this, Control D, we make it taller, turn it into a hollow, and we chunk it. And join. There. Now we have a perfect beak. That should not be there. I screwed that up a little bit. That needed to be a perfect alignment, but we can fix that now. Yes. There we go. Control D. And into a hole again. And cut. There. Now we have a perfect mesh. Why is the head cut off? How did I screw that up? At some point I chopped the head off. Let's copy. Let's go backwards and see where I screwed that up. Oh, it came in like that. So I have no idea how I did that. What the original looked like. How did I chop the head off? Or was it like that? No, it was a smooth top. So at some point I chopped the head off somehow. That's annoying. I mean, I can fix it, but it's annoying. 10 millimeters. Really? Somehow I chopped the head off. Good enough. How did I do that? I don't know. Wrinkly thingy. Let's see here. Okay. Next, we take one of these. Increase the height to, I guess something like that. Make the base radius something like that. Make the top radius something like that. Make the base radius 30. And then we make sure we have drop. Then we go a -15. -15. No, it's got to be -30 because it's radius. not diameter. There we go. Now we do this. And we get rid of the bottom half. Control D, drop. We raise it up 10. Then we join like this. Of course it's not enough. God forbid if I'd actually get it right. Yeah, right. Let's see. Let's make the top radius 3. That's too big. That looks about right. Just make the top radius a little bit bigger. Oh, that's annoying. Push and pull. There we go. That should not be like that. How did that even happen? Oh, I know how that happened. That's still wrong. This line shouldn't be here. $10.1. Drop. Excuse me. There we go. It's basically, technically, Tinkercad can resolve resolutions to 3 decimal places, but it doesn't show you that. And so when that manifests, you get inconsistencies like that. And that's how you fix it. Actually, I don't like that. Because this is not supposed to be sticking straight up. Pretty sure. Yeah, this sticks out. Which means this is going to be more like that. And this is going to be more like this. Oh, of course I changed the color. That's more like it. Then this, we will make this one 2 millimeters thick. We'll raise it up 9 millimeters. I don't think that worked. Did not. Why didn't it work? So something like that. Yes. Okay, now we control D. And we make this 63 by 101.5. Come on. What the hell? What are you doing? I mean, I don't even know how to do that. Did this not change? Why didn't that change? Am I going crazy, or is this just not changing these dimensions? Because there's two. And each time I picked, it picked a different one, you little bastard. It's like, come on! Oh, man. It's like it's hardcore messing with me. Okay, so this and this join. So now we have a little cutout here to glue that in place. This, we can actually just use this as the cut for the feathers. This should already be 10 millimeters thick. Yes, that is more than enough. So what we need to do is to put a ramp here. Let's make this 8 millimeters. So we always have at least two. Let's do this. So we can then do this. Then we take this, align with the top of you, turn you into a hole, and join. There we go. That is good enough for that. So you'll be able to shove that into the dirt. Okay. I'm happy with that. I actually kind of like the idea of making this a solid color. Although that's way too big. So I guess the first thing I have to do is make it as vertical as I can, which would be this. Then rotate it to 45. And then we get this. So it'll fit on like the Chiron, but it won't fit on anything else. So we're going to have to make it two pieces. Make these a union group, or a bundle group. Okay. And get this aligned with the vertical. Okay. Then we rotate this 45 degrees. How big is this? That is 370 by 370. And I think I actually want this bigger. So how big is this? So this is, oh, this is tiny. Oh my God. I didn't realize they were that small. Hey, sweetie back. I didn't realize they were that small. Well, I'm not making them that small. I want big. But it means I can definitely make them smaller. Okay. So now what we do is we bring the feather in here. Okay. And we scale all this. How tall is it? 11. And we scale it to this dimension, 298. We bring you back to 11. Now these will fit on a 300mm printer, and you can scale them smaller if you want. I'll probably make a smaller version. But I might make a really big version too. Now, there is a way. Let's try this. There's something I've been wanting to try. Turkey. How did I do that? Feather. Actually, I need to change this. This needs to change. Because if I do this correctly, drop, we want to do that. Then we'll take this and undo this. Drop. We're going to make you 2mm thick. Take you and you. No. Let's delete you. Let's just Control D. Turn it into a hole and cut it from this one. This way, if you have a multicolor printer, you can just print this all as one piece. Yeah. Much better. Yeah. So if you have a multicolor printer, all you have to do is print these as 3 separate pieces as one color. So I can export them and then you can align origins. Actually, we should probably do the same thing here. So let's do that. Control D, bring you over here. Oh, you definitely need to rotate. You are not even close. Do that. And do that. Okay. There, now they're spiky. All right. So that's the feather. The only problem is if I trim these parts, is that going to break it? Let's do body. Oh, nope, I can't do the body yet. Forgot to put the eye. No, I think I need bigger. Let's go 8 by 8. Yeah, 8 looks about right. Then we join. There we go. Now we have the eye. Now we can export the body. And this is going to be the beak. And this is going to be the wattle. Oh, no, we got to wait. Didn't I angle this? I thought I already angled that. It looks like it's not enough. Yeah, I don't think it's enough. Well, you can always angle it yourself. We'll see how it goes. There we go. There's the beak. And now the wattle. Of course, if you're going to single color print this, you'd flip this piece over, print it, and then glue them together. Although it's going to be a tight fit. Okay. Now, isn't there a way in Prusa Slicer to dovetail parts together? New version, yes. Oh, ho, ho. Yes. Sorry, baby. Sorry. I'm sorry. You belong up here. I don't care about you. What I'm worried about is breaking my origin alignment. Go downloads, wattle beacon body. Not what I wanted to do. All right, how do I align origins? How do you align origins in Prusa Slicer? Arrange current bed. There has to be a way to align origins in Prusa Slicer. How do you do that? Is there seriously no obvious way to do that? So I have to load multiple parts with the load option. Okay. I don't see a load multiple parts option. Unless I have to do one and then the rest. Let's see, body. Add part. Load. This is annoying, but it worked. I can't add another part? Oh, I have to go here. Add part, load, waddle. Okay. Now, isn't there a way? Split part. Dovetail. So cut tool dovetail mode. So I guess the first thing I'm going to have to do is to rotate this. Rotate Z minus 45. Okay. It's maintaining the alignment. Cut. Dovetail. What the fuck are you doing? Guess right there? That doesn't appear to have worked. Unless it... What the hell is... Oh, I sure as hell don't want that! That's stupid. Who the hell would want that? Nobody. Oh, now it's showing it to me. I need to go the other way. Why would it do that? Nobody wants that. Is there no way to rotate that? Can I do? Oh, there it goes. I think that's what I want. Oh, come on. Are you telling me I have to do all this? How do I rotate this? I need the other angle, please. That's it. Okay, there it is. That's really a... Would you let me move the goddamn model? Jesus Christ. Let me rotate the fucking model. Not a very well refined function. Well, more just the UI gets in the way. It's annoying. Okay. All right, there's got to be a way to get rid of this sharp angle. What is this? Tolerance. Can I type it? Yeah, I gotta click this. 0.15. Let's go 0.2. 0.2. Really? Just touching it? Okay. Let's go a little less width. What's flap angle? Oh, it's that. It defaulted 60, so I probably should leave it like that. Why the hell would you do that? I mean, that's got to be the dumbest thing you could have thought to do in a long time. On what earth does that make sense? Freaking idiot. Jesus. Okay, so now I have two pieces, which means now a now bamboos can print this. Okay. That was really annoying. Now, can I export this? But how do I export these separate pieces again? I mean, I know how to export this one. I could just right-click export. Turkey bottom body -1. But now how do I separate these parts again? So now I should be able to delete this. Yeah. Shut up. Now how do I split this apart? This is 3 separate pieces. I need to export this as 3 separate pieces. Or do I? Will there be enough separation for body test? Is there going to be enough separation for simplify to break it apart? Maybe. There's the waddle, there's the beak, there's the body, and for some reason the dovetail is a separate piece. Weird, but okay. So now, come on. Well, first let's rotate this. Okay. So now I should be able to separate. File. Export model. Binary STL. Downloads. No, I don't want to replace the original. Beak number 2. Wow. Export models. This is going to be the wattle. Two. And then this and this will be the head. Oh, I didn't see that. I'll check that in a second. Hang on. Export models, binary. Body, head. Let's just call it head. And then number 2. This way you know all the 2's go together. Okay. Now we take and delete all this. We make sure. So here, head 2, head. Shut up. Yes, it realigns. And then I can group and center. Okay, so it all realigns again. Okay, we're good there. All right. So this is going to be body 2. 2 will denote that they go together, and 2 will also denote that they are 2 pieces. And so if you have a big enough printer, you could just put these 3 together, and then we need to do the same thing for the feather. And you said I could do that in Prusa Slicer. Top menu buttons, icons to separate the object or part. Split the parts. Okay, so do the same thing. Okay. Okay, so we know we can do that in here. Thank you. Come on. Delete. Now we need to do the same thing for the feather. So I have to rotate 45. Actually, let's do a negative 90. Let's hope the dovetail remembers the settings I just chose. It did not. Of course it didn't. Of course, I have to go outside of here in order to rotate. Why would it do this? Who the hell wants to dovetail like this? This is like the most asinine orientation for a dovetail you could possibly pick. Like, I mean, seriously stupid. There's no universe where that makes sense. Okay. That looks good. Keep orientation. That's why it did that. There. Okay. And that I could just export. Export. Plate as STL. Feather. And we're going to call this one 2. All right, so now somebody with a bamboo printer can print this as well. And also an Ender 3. All right. Just shut up. Do as you're told. Or be bitten. This also allows you to do exotic things too. So if you want to create like a robotic style print feather, you could just like print it with no top and bottom layers and just print infill. That would look pretty cool too. Okay. So let's get rid of that. We don't need it. We don't need these. Delete. We have the feather in 2 pieces, the 2-piece body, beak, and wattle that go with the number 2, and then the 3 pieces if you do not have to cut them. 4 pieces if you don't have to cut them. Okay. So that takes care of all those. Now I do want to make one more version of this with those nice patterns on it. Just because I think that nostalgic pattern is kind of nice. Okay. So that means we're going to take this and do a 45 to get us on orientation. And so it looks like 2 plus 1, and then 2 thinner ones and 2 thinner ones. Okay, Control D. We're going to make you much, much thinner and move you over. And Control D, which made it even thinner, which might be okay. Yeah, that might actually look okay. How big is that? Nah, let's go 5. And that's 6. Let's go 6. Let's go 12, 15. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah, I like that. Let's join those together. We're going to make them a too tall. Turn it into white so we can see what it looks like. Control D. And we could shrink it up. Excuse me. What do you think? I'm thinking there and there. Yeah. Oop. Okay. So we take this, this, and this. We join. We drop it down 2 millimeters. -2. Turn it into a hole. And we cut it. There. Now all you have to do is Actually, I don't think I need to make it that thick. I think that's too thick. One. There. So now you print this in cheap white plastic, and then you use your pretty colored plastic for the top layer, for the top 1 millimeter. Yeah, I like that. Good. Okay. Feather. Stripey. Stripey. Export. STL. Okay. There's the stripey feather. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. Let's bring Prusa Slicer back up. Bring you back into here. We're going to go to -45. Bring up the dovetail again. It's probably not going to remember. Of course it doesn't. Well, it remembered everything except the orientation. We can do this. And then we can do this. There we go. Now the one thing I want to do is I want to move it in such a way that we don't break the model too badly where the dovetail is. Oh, come on. Let me grab it out here. Thank you. You gotta make it so hard. Probably want it right there. That's probably close enough. Form cut. There we go. File. Export. Plate as STL. Feather stripey 2. Okay. That is it. Let's take a let's do something that Temu loves to do and steal their picture. They like stealing our pictures. Let's steal their picture. There. Now what are you going to do? um, let's make sure we do have at least one picture of our own. Let's do this. Let's bring you in. Let's do a screenshot. Download. Okay. Let's get this uploaded. Boy, this is going to be a record. Like 2 hours we design something and have it on printables. Something actually, decent. Oh, cool. That's actually kind of neat. Way go. Create model. Okay. Tinker. Add screeny. And then this is going to be similar to this. Okay. All right, we're going to publish it. Turn flowers into turkey. We're going to call this household outdoor garden, original model, no AI. Let's add some description. Turkey. Assigned. Okay. Come on. How can I make that many errors? God damn bug keeps flying up my freaking nose. God, I hate that. I hate that so much. Okay. Let's do attribution, share alike. Okay. And you guys can now print that. Oh, I gotta send myself my money from Google. Yeah. You shouldn't even be trying to get on the internet. Go away, go away. How do I do this? Gmail. There it is. There's the live chat. Send a super chat. How much do I have? Oh, there's a new survey. I'm gonna do that too. Oh, and I got 3 receipt tasks. I want to do that too. Let's see. Choose from gallery. You want a Walmart? That was a long time ago. I don't have a recent Walmart. Oh, wait a minute. I got the donuts. Let's do the other ones. Upload McDonald's. Wednesday. You. Oops, I did the wrong one, I think. This one. Shopping. Walmart. I can't click it. Come on. You want Walmart? You get Walmart. Upload. Choose from gallery. Walmart. And there's a survey. Got it. Which of the following places have you visited? Daiso, Savers, Leader Auto, Interpark, none of the above. Damn it, that means I only get 10 cents. That's annoying. I think I gave it the wrong Walmart receipts. I gave it to Edgewood for the Montano and the Montano for the Edgewood. Let's let that finish before I do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and get one of these flowers next week, and I'm gonna print this out. I think I have the colors. I know I have orange. I know I have red. I know I have yellow. All I need to do is find a brown. I think I have a brown. We are at 0 watts, which means we're not charging anymore. I got some more of that salted caramel coffee stuff this morning from Sonic. Oh, that stuff is so good. I might go get more. Come on, finish processing it so I can get my money. Oh, there's $11 in there. That's good enough. So I'll have more for next time. So I send a super chat of $11. Really? Come on. Really? I don't want one. I want 11. Super chat Nerese. $11. One tap buy. And there. Sent myself $11. If you have a Google Opinion Rewards, that is a way for you to, and if you have a YouTube channel that can take AdSense revenue, Google Opinion Rewards is a way for you to send the money to yourself. So you lose 30% of it, but hey, you're still able to cash it out, so I'll take it every time. So I wait until I have, $10 worth roughly, and then I just pay myself a super chat in chat, and that gets me what I need. Money. Okay, so that's done. Oh, here's a Halloween one. Let's see, what do they have here? A pistachio bowl. Grilled teeth for the car. Some flexi. Well, that's kind of cool. Permanently spooky. I like that. Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. I also want this one. I also want that one. I don't like that very much. Hey, DeWitt, look what we made in about what 3 hours? How long have we been on? In 2 hours and 11 minutes, we went from concept to published on printables. We designed this, which is reminiscent of this. And you could print it in multiple parts, or you could print it multicolor. And you can either, if you have a 300 by 300 printer, you can make it big. And I also use Prusa Slicer to split and dovetail it into separate parts. Not a whole lot around the house. Hopefully I'll have some winter projects and some spring projects, but not a whole lot. But I also have it all dovetail and split. You can print it here. I'll post a link again. What the? That didn't work. Hang on, let me get a link. Let's finish going through here real quick. I'm seeing if there's any interesting on the Halloween page. Oh, the switch cover's kind of cool. You know, that's not a bad idea, making a generic generic switch plate that you can then change for the holidays. That's kind of a cool idea, actually. I might have to think about that. So maybe have a generic plate that has a magnet built into it, and then you could swap it out for different holidays. Jack-o'-lantern token for shopping carts. That's cool. Well, that's kind of cool. Ouija board cookies. Simplified Ecto 1. Poutine lantern. Candy corn slinky. That's vicious looking. I like that. That's kind of cool, actually. That's good. That's good. Oh my god, a zombie finger. Cobweb windmill that would just fly apart here. Oh, I like that. That's cool. A pen fidget toy. That's a lot of work. Now that's kind of cool. Spiderweb tray. And I love the geometric pumpkin. That's cool too. That almost looks like a rocket. Oh, that's cute. Now that's kind of cool. Because I can see you printing that flat and then putting one of those flame torches inside. Is that derpy? Yes, it is. That's kind of cool looking. Okay. My profile, 3D models. There we go. There's a link. So you can print that. We came up with, Cassandra found a nicer feather design, so we're using this for the feather shape. You could do it with or without the pattern, just by a color change. Then they're both available. If you're using a bamboo or ender or prusa, you can print a version where these are split in half and dovetailed. And just a reminder, if you have to do any Christmas shopping, if I hit $3,700, I get an extra $115 from Amazon. So this month I'm currently at 1,029. So if I can hit $3,750, Amazon will toss me an extra $115. And they're doing that for the next 3 months, which is freaking awesome. If I hit it. Last month was bad. I made $44. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. But by being able to run without the HVAC and without any printers going, without anything going, I got my electric bill down to $80 last month. So now I only owe 130, but I still owe $50 from last month. And so if I could do that again, keep that bill down to around $80, I think I'll be okay. So let's see. I do want this one. That's just cool looking. This one I can scale these inserts for my lanterns. I also want this because I just think that looks cool. And that one looks cool. This is neat. I want to start using things like this around the house. I just think this kind of stuff is cool. That's just wicked looking. That is just freaking cool. Now, is it printed like that? Yeah, I think it is. That looks like a bitch of a print, but man, if you get it to print, that's gonna look really freaking cool. That's just cool. Wonder how big I can print it. Of course, I want to print it really big. Eh, that doesn't blow me away. This gives me ideas, though.
Oh, it is all the way around. Okay. Because it wouldn't be that hard to put an insert up here and just accept one of those flame LED modules that you can get. Let me see if I can find one for you. Solar flame LED. So the modules that make these do this, you can buy them separate. You just got to find them. Or you can buy them like this, where you want the ones with the solar panel on the top. But they actually do, you can buy the modules themselves. They're pretty cheap. You just got to find them. Maybe DIY? DIY? There it is. Oh, I just saw it, and it went away. Why would you show it to me and then take it away? Ah, tricked you. So here's the modules, $9 for 2 of them. That's a little pricey. There it is. It's just a solar panel on top, and it can actually sense what direction it is usually. But you obviously it won't work upside down because then the solar panel won't charge. But yeah, it'd be pretty easy to make one of these fit that. That would not be hard at all. So I just might print that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what he's doing. Oops, I did not want to close that. Flickering medieval style. Stop it! Oh, he's using tea candles. Okay, that'll work too. Yeah, so flickering tea candles would work as well. Okay. But I think you'd get a much brighter effect using the solar torches. You know, combining that with this. Now, question. Can I save image as EB? Because I think it was AliExpress that had them. Hey, Tribe Silver. Yeah, everybody's names got whacked out. Let's see. Click the little thing here. Upload photo. Grab this. Oh, go away. There it is. Here's a 2-pack for $8, but that's not choice. You got to be careful because you'll pay shipping. Threaded. That's nice. Because then I can just use my standard mason jar thread. Because that's probably exactly, yeah, that's exactly what that is. And it's probably bigger too. Ooh. So you could also just buy this. That's $7 for one. That's a lot. Here's 4 for 10, but we don't know what the shipping is. Probably about $10 because here's 4 for 23. That's $6 each. That seems like a lot. This seems to be priced higher than it should be. Okay, what are the keywords they're using? Replacement. So you can buy these here for $3 a pop. Then just rip the module out of it. I hate when they get greedy. Oh, there's the flame light circuit.
and you can get that pretty cheaply. So if you bought 2 of these, that would get you above the $10 for shipping, and so you'd be paying a little over $1 each. So the question is, could you then just take a standard solar light and wire this into it? Would it have enough power? God, I hate hover over. So let's try something else. Let's see if we can find it on Amazon cheaper. Two for 14. Here's 4 of them. That's only 4 LEDs. No, it's going to be 4 of those. That's $5 a piece. That's not too bad. Here's 2 for $11.79. The thing is, you don't want the really, really cheap ones because the flame effect isn't as good. Oh, you can get these. That's interesting. So you can get these modules. Expensive, but you can get them. Hi, bird. So they are available relatively affordably. And these are the mason jar ones. Those are actually the good ones, I think. .5 inches, so it's a decent size. Okay. So at least it's an option. How much were these? Oh, these are about the same price. Well, no, only the same price if you bought 4 of them because you're going to pay $3 shipping. But it looks like it's about the same dimensions. Yeah, 5 inches by 3 inches. So if you're going to buy 4 sets, then this makes sense because you could buy 4, and that would get you free shipping. That would get them to you for $4.62 a piece. But you could also just buy them on Amazon. You could spend $20 and get 4 of them for the about the same price. So I'll add that to the Project Goodies page. Project Goodies. Okay. How are you doing, Silver Tribe? Yeah, so I'll download this and give it a shot. Oh, he did it all in pieces. Nice. Hopefully that's not real screws. Hopefully he's using printed screws. No, he's not. I'll have to redesign my own. I'm not putting screws in that. There's a better way to do that. This is cool.
Permanently spooky. Mwah. Mwah. And that just looks cool. I can make a really big set. Yeah, that is good. Any other news that anybody wants to talk about? Come on. Yeah, I'm getting ready to scram. I'm doing okay. Just, making things work. Is it really not possible to click on shit? Like, why do you gotta mess with me? Always gotta mess with me. What are you doing? Oh, come on. There it is. I got a sweatshirt and a new hoodie coming. It'll be a couple weeks, but cool. So I got this coming. I've been wanting to get this one for a long time. Thankfully, it was still available in my size when I was able to order it. I just think that is so freaking beautiful. That is just gorgeous. And then I also found this one. Gizmo G.I. Joe logo. I just had to. I have to have it. That's just so good. But this one's really cool. And if you weren't here earlier, I got this one. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to break the chair doing that. Oh, sorry. Get off my hoodie. I got this one. Yeah, I wear very large clothes. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. They're so dirt cheap, it's ridiculous. I mean, this was $19. I paid $16.72 for it with the coupon. So with the add $3 shipping, it basically covers the shipping. So I paid $20. Same thing with this one, like 18, $19. And they are just shockingly nice. That one's got a pretty clean print too. The pattern looks like the source imagery was pretty high quality. But yep. That's it for now. Don't forget, if you buy on Amazon, use my Amazon link, nereast.com. Click on the Amazon link. If I hit $37.50, I get an extra $115. And well, that reminds me, I gotta look into this too, because I should have gotten 2 of these, because one is nowhere near big enough. So I gotta find my order for that and get that taken care of. That's it. I will see you guys later. Be good. Happy victims. The dreaded Halloween is almost upon us. I hate Halloween. I think Halloween is a horrible, nasty, scummy, disgusting holiday. I think it should be banned. I hate Halloween. If you think I'm going to limit my spooking to 1 day a year, you're fucking crazy. I'm an equal opportunity year-round spook. Hi, Kitty. Hi, baby. How you doing? Was that a good stretch? I'm gonna torture him in a minute. Alrighty. I will see you guys later. I'm getting that new Neptune set up, so hopefully I'll get some stuff printing. Maybe well, first I'll probably print a couple of those puzzle pieces just to make sure I get them the bugs worked out, because I want to get that posted. And then I'll print the turkey thing and go from there. So that's it. I will see you guys later. Bye, Duet.